Hey sports fans, it's This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Vice President of Athletics Craig McRae. We've got another good show for you. We are in tournament time. Our men's and women's soccer teams are in the tournament as volleyball is turning the corner to begin their tournament run. Folks, I hope you've had a chance to come out and see our fall sports teams as they go into this special time of the year. If not, basketball season's around the corner, but you need to come by and check out our student athletes at McRae. Not only are they engaging on the field, on the court, they're really superstars in the classroom. We just got announced with our all academic teams for soccer. Between the two teams, we had over 16 student athletes with great grade point averages. We've done incredible things in the community. Our cycling team rode the game ball from Bristol, Tennessee to Banner Elk for the soccer game last week to make awareness for breast cancer. I'll talk more about that at the end of the show. But for now, stay tuned for This Week in Bobcat Athletics.
Welcome to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Darius Melba, and today we're here with Courtney Weathersby. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Thank you for being here, actually. Courtney, she plays women's volleyball here at McRae. She's a junior. Can you just give the audience a little bit of a background description of who you are and why you chose McRae College?
Well, I'm a setter for our women's volleyball team. I major in sports administration here at McRae College. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, and that's about it.
And I noticed you were a beast in high school. You made all conference 4 years in a row. You got MVP 2 years. You actually got your sophomore year and your senior year of high school. You played with an elite club team as well. How was that experience with you in high school, just having that success?
High school was a lot of fun. We did have a very successful team. I just played with a great group of girls and had a great coach, and I don't know, it was a lot of fun.
And has it been tough translating your talents from high school to college? Have you noticed or anything?
Freshman year was definitely hard. Getting to be in the pace of the college game, the speed is so much different, things are so much different. So freshman year was definitely difficult, but after freshman year, you either got it or you don't. So sophomore year, I was in it.
I can definitely relate with that. I know that you've increased in stats each year. You've increased in kills, assists, digs as well, and you actually lead the team in assists with 504 assists. What have you been doing over the course of your career to actually get to that next level?
I am in the gym a lot. I get reps with all my teammates, all my hitters, try to do what my coach tells me to do. And just practice makes perfect. Setting is all about repetition.
Definitely agree with that. Do you have an opinion about this year, opposed to maybe the past couple of years you've been at McRae College? How do you think the year is going so far?
I think this year we have hands down the most talent, and everything isn't going the way it's supposed to, but I think when it comes tournament time, we're going to step up and be the team that we should have been all year long. So I think maybe just this little extra pressure might really put us where we want to be.
I definitely agree. This is my senior year, and actually I definitely agree with you. You have a lot of talent. I've been to multiple games, and y'all do really, really well. So I appreciate y'all doing that and playing really hard. Do you have any advice for maybe any future Bobcats who's coming in, next year? Maybe some upcoming seniors that's going to be freshmen next year, or just for your team in general?
I would say play every game like it's your last, because you never know what's going to happen, and these 4 years fly. Like, I feel like yesterday I was a freshman, and now I'm towards the end of my junior season, so make the most of it.
True. And you are a junior, so you have one more year after this. Do you have any future plans that you hope to accomplish? Have you thought about that so far?
I have. I'm planning to further my education, hopefully go to grad school, but in the long run, I do want to be a volleyball coach. I want to stay in the game as long as possible.
Well, thank you for being here. Good luck.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, thank you. And good luck for the rest of the season. And just stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Athletics right after this. Welcome welcome to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Darius Melbon, and today we're here with the awesome Coach William Tashi. How are you doing today?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. William Tashi, he's the coach for the women's volleyball team, and they're doing pretty well this year. Can you just give a little bit of description for the audience and what brought you to Leeds McRae College?
It's been kind of a long journey, but I had the blessing to have an opportunity to come here. Last year was my first season. I had spent 2 years at Montreat College prior to that, and just luckily to happen to be in the right place at the right time, and was blessed with the opportunity to come over and be able to work with the women's program here at Leeds McRae and also assist with the men's.
That's awesome, and I noticed you actually got Assistant Coach of the Year at Montreat as well. How has that been translated from being at Montreat and translating your skill set and just your knowledge to Leeds McRae College?
Montreat was a great opportunity. Had a great coaching staff there. Got an opportunity to work under a really good head coach. I learned a lot there and was just blessed with the opportunity to gain a lot of information and knowledge while I was there. And it really helped coming in here, being able to have my hands in a lot of aspects there at Montreat. Really helped push me over to being the head coach here at Leeds McRae.
Awesome. And I noticed you coached in United Kingdom as well. How was the talent level and how was the style of play in United Kingdom opposed to maybe in the United States, or was there any difference at all?
The United Kingdom was it was a lot of fun. It was a different experience. It was right after the 2012 Olympics. So there were a number of the Olympians that were on Team GB that were back in school. So when on the women's side, when I was coaching the women's, we were playing against a couple kids that were on the Great Britain Olympic practice squad. When I was head coach for the men's, we played against, I think it was like 3 or 4 of the guys that had just finished playing in the 2012 Olympics. So getting an opportunity to kind of see that volleyball at that level, it was a lot of fun. The men's coach for Team Northumbria was the Great Britain Olympic coach at the time, so it was really neat to be able to see that kind of caliber. But
that's awesome. I bet that was a wonderful experience. That sounds really cool. I noticed you actually played at Indiana University as well. Can you just give us a little bit of a background on how that was actually being a college athlete?
IU was a lot of fun. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't the greatest player there, but I had a lot of people who were really willing to work with me and help build my skills. And if it wasn't for some of the guys that were there at IU, I probably would never be in the position that I am now. So it was a great learning experience, and I got an opportunity to go back this summer and work camps there, and they've got a fantastic women's program there. So it was a lot of fun.
And being a college athlete and then also coaching as well, have you noticed any correlation between the two? I know there's a lot of similarities, but I know there's probably a lot of differences as well. Being the head leader, you have to control a group of individuals, and then being on the team and actually have to listen to authority. Is there a significant relation to that?
I think there is a little bit of a relation. After I left IU, I played a couple other college sports, and I was captain for a couple of other college teams. So it was good kind of experience for me to learn as an undergrad, kind of how to lead a little bit. And so when you step into that coaching role, it's just taking that captain role and kind of expanding it. Obviously, there's a lot outside of the court that you have to deal with as a coach, but having the opportunity to work as a captain and kind of help lead programs, it really translates over well into what you need to do as a coach on the court in practice.
Definitely, and we plan on having you for a few more years here, of course, having a long career here. So do you have any advice or any maybe suggestions on what possibly you think your team needs to do or what you may need to do in order to be successful, continue to be successful here at Leeds McRae College?
I think we're really trying to build a really good foundation here. They've got a great history of being a really successful volleyball program here, and we're really working on trying to build back towards that. I think after a couple more solid years of recruiting, we're going to have a program that's going to be really competitive, not just in our conference, but also within the region. So just continuing to push forward and working towards our goals, I think is going to be key for us.
I definitely agree, and that's it for today. Thank you for being here,
Yeah,
Coach.
thank you for having me.
And that's it for this segment of This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Stay tuned right after this. Welcome welcome to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Darius Melbon, and today we're here with Andy Fisher. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Glad to be here, and thank you. He's our sports information director, as like I said. He's also a Vikings fan, and the Vikings actually play the Bears tonight. So do you have maybe a score prediction of who you think is going to win?
24-13 Vikings.
24-13. Can't argue with that one. And and actually, we had a few athletics this week, this past week actually, and he's actually going to give us a little recap on it.
Yep. That was a busy weekend for Bobcat Athletics. The volleyball team played in 3 matches. They won 2 of them with wins over Pfeiffer and Mount Olive. And men's and women's soccer team wrapped up their conference season with a 1-1 record. They both won against King at home on Wednesday, but fell to Emmanuel on Saturday. So pretty good weekend for the Bobcats.
Definitely agree, and like you said, it's the end of the season, so I know soccer, they're really going to play hard. You know, they only have maybe 1 or 2 more games depending on how they finish in the conference tournament. Hopefully they can actually win the championship and actually have a shot in the national tournament. That would actually be awesome. But can you just give us maybe a description of what's going to actually happen later on this week?
Sure. In volleyball, the volleyball team will wrap up their regular season. They're at Erskine on Friday at 7 p.m. and they will also head to Emmanuel, which is in Georgia, for a Saturday match at 2 p.m. As Darius mentioned, the soccer teams are in the conference tournament. The men play at Erskine tonight at 7 p.m., while the women actually host Barton here tomorrow night at 7. So hopefully see you all there to support the soccer team. And the cross-country team is also in the Southeast Regionals. And since we're winding down the fall sports, our winter sports will get underway as Darius and the men's basketball team will head to Georgia Southern for an exhibition game on Thursday.
You're right. And wish us luck for that game. I know they're really good, so hopefully we just play well and play together and actually get the win. And thank you for being here today and giving us that feedback and the information about the future athletic events that's happening this week. And stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Athletics with Craig McPhail right after this.
Folks, if you've been out on the roads driving your car this fall, you've hopefully seen some of our cyclists. But this past week, they did something really special. They went to Hampton, Tennessee, picked up the game ball from King University, and they rode it back all the way up the mountain, all the way on to Tate Field, and gave it to our senior women administrator, Rita Smith, a 33-year member of the Lee's McRae Athletic Department family and cancer survivor. I think that's pretty unique as you try and raise awareness for breast cancer. As a son of a mother who is a breast cancer survivor, you know, it means a lot to me. I think what means also equally as much to me is our Bobcat student athletes in the community. Our men's basketball team has created the Lunch Buddy program over at elementary school. Our cycling team's going to be going to a elementary school in the near future with the Ride for Reading program. We've done a lot in this small community, and hopefully you've seen us. And if not, I'd encourage you to come over, watch a practice, come to a game. It's my treat. I think you'll really enjoy the atmosphere, the camaraderie, the sportsmanship, and certainly the talent that's out there. For now, folks, have a great week. This has been This Week in Bobcat Athletics.